All right, here's a tutorial on how to play or how to use the QuizShow Scoreboard. Are you ready for some awesome? Brian, tell us all about it.
Oh, man. This is a fantastic tool for just about any quiz show or game show you're going to be playing. This is just a utility tool to help show who's playing and what the score is. We just want an easy way to keep track of that stuff. So as you can see on the names there, you can put in first and last names, whatever you want to. Hit Update Names on the button, and it'll send it up to the screen, as you can see back behind there. And then over on the right side of that is what we try to do is try to make it as simple as possible for you. So a lot of times you're playing games and someone spins a wheel or whatever, or they're guessing a question, and that question has a certain value amount. So you can type that in the lower right corner and just either hit the plus or minus button associated with whoever's answering the question. So if they're asking the $600 question, somebody might get it right, plus them. Somebody might get it wrong, minus them. And it's all real simple, straightforward. And so what you have here, and so really the flexibility of this tool is being able to have all these options across the bottom. So if we just kind of look across the bottom, you can start on the right, you can say things like, you know what, we're not going to do any negatives, so you can just uncheck that. So if you start, minusing, you're never going to go below zero. You can make the scores either dollar amounts or not dollar amounts just by checking that off or on. And then across this, if you keep going to the left, there's two things here that are pretty neat. If you want to, you can make this also a buzz-in system. So if you check that little box right there, now if you use the keyboard, either left, right, up, down.
That's pretty cool.
Look at that. And so you can actually have, and then even on the scoreboard, it even shows you that Mark is the one who just buzzed in. If you're not sure, if you didn't see it, you can add the score as needed there. So that's a fun little ad if you want to do that, if you need to add a buzzing system. Hook it up with a makey. You can make your own buzzers real quick. We have some tutorials on that. And all of a sudden, you've got a very, very solid QuizShow buzzing system. And then also on the left, to make this even more flexible, is how you interact with this. So right now, we use the same dimensions. So if you hook this up to a triple head to go, you can put each one of these scoreboards on a different monitor, which looks fantastic. If you've only got the one monitor, though, it just scales it down and resizes it. But now we also give you the ability to either turn the background off and on, or turn the frame off and on. So if I turn the background off and on, go ahead, let's turn the frame off and see what that looks like. So you just have just the numbers floating up there. That's no background, so you can actually see the desktop. So if you have a different program you're playing, you want to put this on top of Pro, you want to put this on top of a PowerPoint presentation if you want to, you can do that. And then you have the ability on the align options is to either top align, center, or bottom align the scoreboard. So you can actually do this as like a lower third and put whatever else you want on the screen with it. So tons of flexibility there, lots of options.
You can even turn the frame off and have it just as text by itself, and it still works. Well, I'm going to hit one you can actually see. But this is one of my favorite things. If you turn the frame on, and then I'm just going to watch one of our other games. This is Wheel of Fortune, or Wheel of Fortune. And I got my screen shrunk down here. Show this off. But now check this out. I just tab over to the scoreboard, and now I've got a scoreboard that fits right underneath that game show. I love that.
Looks pretty sharp. Very flexible tool right there.
So it's hard to do when you're on a single monitor like we are now, but when you are on a secondary display, it makes it a whole lot easier. Super fun.
So the basic controls are real simple. You got the on-off switch at the top, and you can choose from a drop-down menu which screen you want this to go to. So that way, if you are hooked up to a system where you have the iMac, your confidence monitor, screen display, whatever, you can actually send this to whichever monitor you want to. Just from the drop-down box, it'll sense all the different ones. Whenever you click it and hit on, it goes full screen to whichever. It scales it up to fit whatever monitor you send it to. So if it's 1920 by 480 or if it's 1920 by 1080, it just fits it and makes the resolution match for you. Okay, so that's QuizShow, and we think you're going to have a blast using it. It's very functional, very flexible. Hopefully it'll make your game night awesome.
All right, so use it with any of our other games. Have a good time. Talk to you later. All right, bye.